making sure the dog doesn't follow me. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Looks good. Okay, so I'm plotting on my comeback right now. Sort of what my goals are, financial goals. I don't think I'll ever get back there, and I don't need to. I don't think I've said this in a video, but it's not something I need to hang on to anymore. But at one point I had 10 Bitcoin. Wow, the waves are... Jesus. Oh, wow. Stupidly big waves. I'm going to surf right now. I'm going to surf at a different break. I'm not about to go right there. Jesus Christ. Although when I had 10 Bitcoin, I had about $100,000 in debt. I was using leverage from the beginning in trading. I like leverage. I don't know. I was reading like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Great Richest got into the... I began with this concept of using debt to grow wealth. So I started with that. So what I had been doing is when I was buying Bitcoin, starting around $10,000, I would buy two, and then I would give them to Celsius for a loan, and then buy another. So I just kept doing this. I had income coming in, I had money coming in, and I just kept buying more and more, and leveraged more and more. Now my leverage was, I guess my leverage was maybe like, it wasn't much. It wasn't even 2x. It was like 0.2x leverage. Or 20%, right? Something like that. Because Bitcoin was as high as 69,000 at this time. So my net worth peaked around 600K. I had like almost $690,000 worth of Bitcoin, and then 100K worth of debt, something like that. I think I broke 600K net worth. Been steadily down since then. Got into trading, got into leverage trading. Actually did pretty good. Did okay through 2022. I lost a lot of it, but you're gonna lose most of it holding anyways. And I had to sell to cover the debts, otherwise I would have been liquidated. And I nearly lost 6 figures in Celsius. I nearly lost 6 figures in BlockFi, although I would have got BlockFi back. I nearly lost 25,000 in FTX, although I would have got some of that back. And I didn't. But part of it was chasing, like, I can't get back to 10 Bitcoin by just investing in Bitcoin. That's one of the reasons that I didn't rebuy spot. I had opportunities. But once price started to run, I was like, I want to like beat buy and hold Bitcoin. And that's one of the reasons I did make the trading system I've done. Or people say like, why is beating buy and hold this important metric that you look at? Well, beating buy and hold is an important metric because, wow, the road's closed here because the big waves are bringing sand on. That's crazy. So we've got a little detour here. Detour, huge surf season. I had this peak net worth in my mind, and obviously I still do. It's like, oh, if I had 10 Bitcoin, I would be just about a millionaire now. Well, it's true, but I had the debt, and it just wasn't meant to be at that time. I think it might be meant to be later. So one thing that I learned though is even when I had a high score equity worth, in my mind, it increased my options, but it didn't really increase my happiness. I didn't have practical uses for that money. I was and there was other things that improved my happiness more in terms of changing my day-to-day life. That said, I know that if I lost everything, it would affect my happiness because I would have to do more for money, perhaps take jobs I don't want. I would hate it if like my dog needs surgery and I couldn't pay pay for it, or my mom needs taken care of and I can't pay for it. So I do want to grow my investment fund. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it does matter. And it's a side thing. It's a side quest for me. But I realize it's not just going to be through trading. It's going to be through increasing my income so that I increase what I can risk. For every extra $1,000 that I make, I could risk another $1,000 in the market. Right? I'm not risking what I need to pay rent and my basic bills, food, groceries. So right now I've got two things going in terms of the trading, and I'm going to come back to income in a minute, but I have the Market Timing Pro system, which is closer to investing, and that I'm only trading on crypto right now. I've got positions open on Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, and then I also have the crypto bots, which trade in a much more fast-paced, erratic way. And my idea is, as these things work, to increase risk. The way I plan on increasing risk for the Market Timing Pro, though, is not necessarily increasing the crypto positions, but adding positions to NASDAQ, S&P 500, and gold, which I was doing, but I'm not comfortable doing right now. I want to put together some growth months, some winning months, so I can take that and increase my risk. But I also want to increase my income. And a lot of that's my motivation for not just this YouTube, but my other YouTube. And also promoting the course and so on, but my other YouTube is really blowing up, and I'm trying to do something with that in terms of both selling courses and making money on the ads. But yeah, the question is, if you have a good system, why would you ever sell your system? If you have a money printer, well, a trading system's not a money printer. It has drawdowns, and if you have a good system, like, why would you sell a losing system? Because you have no way to multiply that money. If you have a winning system, you're actually going to be more motivated to sell it, because you can multiply that money, right? $1,000 now could turn into $10,000 in a couple years' time. So yeah, this is part of my strategy is secure my lifestyle, which I've done, and I've improved my lifestyle considerably. But secure my lifestyle, and then risk increasingly more, and try to increase my income along the way. And with that, forget about peak net worth and trying to catch it. I don't think I'll ever catch 10 Bitcoin necessarily. I don't necessarily need to, though. But just get back to investing in Bitcoin as a strategy. It was kind of foolish to, I don't know, the bear market really scarred me and fucked me up. And that was a crazy bear market, 2022, where most of the crypto majors, Bitcoin down like 80% and 90%, broken charts. Insane. You hold through that, you're fucked. I mean, you can come out the other side many years later, or 3 years later, and do all right, but I wasn't trying to do that, and I'm still not trying to do that, but that doesn't mean there aren't times to buy the bottom and hold through the rally. Scale out when price breaks under the 200 moving average, get out of there. So that's my plan, and I'm going to speak it into existence, and I'm going to share every month. It's month by month. I'm really looking to build on the year, and I want to risk risk more and more. Not risk my life, though, not risk more money, but where it doesn't meet, like risk my profits, basically. The greater the drawdown you're willing to risk, the more when you have a good system, if you don't blow up, the returns you can get are absurd. So I want to get into that place. The problem is when you risk a lot, like when you risk something meaningful, it becomes too stressful, and it's hard to do. But yeah, I'm getting there, working my way. I'm in a good place in 2025. I worked through a lot of problems. Coming into 2024, I had a gambling problem and I didn't have a winning trading system. And as of in 2025, I don't have a gambling problem and I have a winning system. I'm kind of set up to succeed. And I've got all these other things going on in my life, so things are good. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Thanks for being part of the journey. I know these videos aren't always the most exciting, but good things are happening. Okay? Appreciate y'all. Peace.